Happy New Year's Eve.
All right. I just wanted to get a quick one, and I think I got this whole thing with with Riverside resolved
Okay, what did they
because
say?
now when I go into the account, it says I'm on the pro plan. So we're good to go.
How did everything go yesterday? How was hibachi?
Oh, hibachi was great. Linda had a great time. And then tonight, it's all part of the Linda year-end extravaganza,
Well,
that
yeah,
I have
because
to.
yesterday was her birthday. What are you going to a special place tonight? You getting dressed up and going out for New Year's
Yeah.
Eve?
I guess you're not on Jess's Wi-Fi.
Why? I'm not. You can't hear me.
Oh,
I'm
you're
on.
very, very blurry.
I should be on the Wi-Fi.
I don't know.
Yeah. Now
I
Jess
don't
is gonna
know.
snap.
It
She's
looks
not on
like
the
you're
Wi-Fi.
calling in from Alaska.
What?
Hi, it's Claudine here from Fairbanks, Alaska. We're buried under 43 feet of snow in an igloo.
I should automatically sign in. I don't know why that is.
Yeah, now you are. You weren't on it,
Yeah.
like, ever.
Ever. Huh.
Weird. I wonder if you're not on it.
Hi,
Okay.
Jess.
Hi.
Wait. All right. That should be better.
And
You're
now I'm on
very,
the
you're very close to the camera. Yeah. Where's Jess? She's camera shy?
Jess is in her room just folding laundry while I'm doing this.
Okay. No, I just wanted to try out. So there's a couple of things. I don't know if you notice, but you'll notice it because I'm going to post just about ready. There's a couple of things that I removed from the one that we did before Christmas that I had a difficulty getting access. So there was some things. The Rob Rhino one I'm talking about,
Oh, that was a
right?
good one.
Yeah, so I'm gonna put that up, the Rob Reiner one. But
Yeah.
there were a couple of things that I said and you said that weren't completely factual.
Yeah. Did I say there was? I was like, I don't think that's true.
Well, you know what? I was able to just take those chunks out.
Out.
So we
Yeah.
touch on the topics, but certain things that were being said, I said, you know what? Let me just take them out. You never know, right?
Yeah.
So,
You don't know. It's like we're saying
yeah,
something out
and
of
it
times that's
doesn't,
it
right,
doesn't
right.
apply. Whatever.
And it doesn't screw up the podcast in any way. I mean, it's still me and you talking with coffee, but yeah.
Oh, I have my coffee, but
Oh,
I'm gonna go get it. I
yeah,
may
go get it. Go get it.
I may look because I'm holding the phone in my hand.
Yeah, I
Literally,
know. You're
this
very
is
close to the camera.
this is action. This is like live action right now,
Yeah,
live
yeah,
podcasting. This is
yeah,
what it's all about.
yeah.
Raw footage.
Raw footage.
There's
Right.
my
So,
there's my
I mean, for me, I'm more like a host. As you can see, my studio is set up.
Oh, of course,
I
your
have my
studio.
lighting. Yeah, but so what I was gonna say about the remote mic, I'm like, why is my voice so bassy? Like I'm looking into it. My voice is very bassy, almost muffled, you know?
Oh, is it covered?
And I had no, because even though like you see the little thing, I don't know if you could see it, but there's the little thing here.
Right.
Yeah, let me just take it out. You see, over here is the little thing, right? And over here is the big thing, right? So if I put the clip on like this, where the little thing is on the outside, what was happening is when my shirt was
It
folding,
was
it was
covering.
going to the inside. So I have to let the shirt fall and then see what I mean? Now it's on the outside. And
And
I
it
think
sounds
that
better.
Yeah, I think it's gonna take the muffle out of it, you
Yeah.
know? So, anyway, so where are you guys going?
We're gonna go to the post office. We're gonna hit Target And, what else, Jess? I think that's it, just post office and Target. Cat food, yeah, cat food.
Okay. Yeah,
Uh, so
you
this wee before you jump in, this week for me has been like, you you talk about the end of the year reflecting and everything like that. I
yeah.
had I had all the time in the world to reflect on how things are going,
Uh-oh.
and I gotta tell you,
Dum da dum dum.
yeah, I gotta tell you, I'm struggling with some things, honestly.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
no, seriously. Not like, and not heavy stuff, but struggling like for like adjustment period, like with the apartment and I'm getting like really claustrophobic
Mm,
because I'm inside all the
yeah,
time. I work there and I live there.
yeah,
So for me to go out and then you have to make the conscious decision like, okay, when I go out, what am I going out for? Just to
right,
frivolously spend money to get out of it, like, because if I go out, what am I gonna do? Just drive around Old Country Road and the neighborhood?
r right. Well,
Like, so I have to set my focus has to be on something different.
right.
I have to force myself to get motivated. I'm not motivated. I gained 5 pounds.
Oh, there we go. Now we're
That's what
getting
it
to the
is.
now we're
But it's
getting
all of it. It's all of it because out of boredom and out of just like the new adjustment tone, think about it. Last time I was in an apartment was like 35 years ago.
right, right.
And I'm not complaining about my apartment because my apartment is beautiful.
It's nice, it's well lit.
It's a
I mean,
nice apartment.
you have too much light in that.
Too much light. I have it's a great building. It's a
Right,
beautiful building. People
right,
I'm fortunate, right? Like, you
right,
wanna talk about gratitude. I'm grateful because I'm in a beautiful building
right. I
with
mean,
all
they
the
have a
amenities.
nice gym and they
Yeah,
have a nice pool,
pool.
so that and the pool has windows. So,
Yeah,
that might be something like where you identify, "Oh, this time of the day,
I could do
there's
this.
nobody there," right?
Yeah,
I
but the
can
pool
go
is
take a
always
swim.
yeah, the pool is always manned. It has certain different, time periods. I think there's a section in the morning up until the afternoon, then it closes, then it's open back up again, like, at night. I think they'll close at about
Right, so you probably
8
get more kids,
at night.
yeah, at night, right? So if you just wanna go and say, "I'm gonna do 5 laps," 5 this way, 5 that way, right? Just there are people that have
That's their
access
ex
to a pool like that, that's what they do. They just go, they do some stretching, they do 5 laps, right? And then the next day you challenge yourself. The next time you do, you say, "Let me see if I can do 6,"
Yeah.
right? And then you get into a routine. That could burn an hour for you because you gotta get into your bathing suit,
Ugh.
right? You gotta go down there, right? Put your cover up on, go down there, make sure you have your towel, do your stretching, which could be a 10-minute routine, do your laps, whatever you could do. You start with whatever you could do. You could do 5, do 5. You could do 3, whatever it is, right? I mean, that might be a nice thing just to break it up. You say, all right, I want to do this once a week. And then you challenge yourself. Down the road, you see you doing it. Then
Yeah.
maybe
And
you
even
try twice a week. You know
yeah,
what
and
I mean?
even their gym is such a nice little gym. It's not huge, but it's beautiful. They have
Right,
all the equipment there. They have the regular bikes. They have the bikes where you could sit. It's more like a chair, a
right.
little softer on your knees. They have treadmill. They have ellipticals. They have free weights,
So they got
benchies.
everything you need. The only thing they need is you,
Yeah.
right? And I noticed those kind of public areas like that when you're in a hotel or an apartment building, they're very lightly used. It's almost
No, it's
surprising. You
Yeah,
know
I
what I
mean,
mean? It's
living in
surprising sometimes that you say
yeah,
every time you go, "Oh, and that's the gym." Maybe you get 1 gym rat in there, you know what I mean? Or
I'll
2,
tell
but
you, this building is pretty good, right, Jess? They have their regulars in there
right,
going.
well, the young people,
No,
put
you gotta
that
see women my age, they're
oh,
there.
really old people go in there too
Both,
then.
you get everything
So,
because
like,
it's
really old people like you
really
will
old
yeah, like
or you
like you, will
you have
yeah,
some
you know
nerve.
what? I know it's just so amazing, Claude, how this time of the year I mean, it's just I don't know if it's ingrained in our heads that this is where, the whole concept of resolutions, and it really always boils down to I want to do better with my health maintenance. Like,
Right.
no matter what, is that something that we got brainwashed with, by, things like Jack LaLanne, in the old days? If you look at some of those old episodes, when it gets to New Year's Day, Jack LaLanne is all about, okay, we're going to make the promise for this year. You got to look at those episodes.
Jack LaLanne was awesome, like, cause I remember when he used to do his calisthenics on the chair.
Hmm.
And how long was the show? With commercials?
His show was an hour.
It was?
Yeah, he had an hour show. Yeah, he had a long, yeah, it was an hour.
I thought it was shorter. I thought he had a half hour in the
I
morning
used to love his
doing it.
face exercises. He used to say to the older people,
Yeah,
"You don't like those
meanwhile,
things in the neck?" He goes, and he would do these things, 1, 2, 3, 4,
he
like
was
doing
like a
these flexes.
machine. He was like a machine. He was
Yeah, and he and
unbeatable.
he and he went all the way into his early 90s. He got to his 90s.
I think
So
he almost hit 100.
yeah, I mean,
Maybe I
amazing.
wanna guess 98.
Right. Wow. We got to check that. We got to fact check that and see
Yeah.
how old
How
Jack.
old was yeah, he
Yeah,
lived a
because you
long
can't,
time.
when I have something going on like this, I can't activate Siri. Like I'll do it and then I'll get a thing that says, well, Siri could only hang up or something like
Just
that.
check to see how old Jack LaLanne
Jack
was
LaLanne was when he died.
Jack LaLanne,
LaLanne.
Lalane.
I think it was one N.
Two ends.
Oh, two N's. Oh, look at her.
2011.
Okay, how old
How
was
old?
he?
Oh my God, he was born in 1914. Hold on. Two,
So,
Oh,
in his
4 oh,
90s?
yeah, there you go, 97, 96, 97. Yeah,
97.
alright.
97, I was off
Yeah,
by
you
a
were
year.
close. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
you said you get close to 100. Yeah,
he was
so
pretty close, and
but
he
but to
was
get
a
back to
machine.
the holiday and New Year's Eve and the whole mentality of resolution that the new year is starting. Look,
Look, New
I
Year's is
have
depressing.
difficulty
Yeah.
with this time of the year. This is a tough time. I get very sentimental and I think about more about the people that are not here than the people that are here, and I don't want to be like that. I want to enjoy the people that are here. So this year I'm trying to get more engaged in like Linda's birthday, swinging it into New Year's. I just have this attitude. New Year's is really not a holiday. I don't care.
Yeah.
Just leave me alone. Let me crawl under a rock. I hate the dark. You know, it's
So,
just
are you going out to dinner with, like, other couples? What's
yeah.
the
So we were a B lister for Maria and Phil,
okay.
and which was nice. They were going out with some friends,
Okay.
and they were going to that place, Farm Italy,
Oh, yeah, I've been there.
to have like just like appetizers and drinks.
Yeah,
Okay, and then after that they had tickets. By the way, we agreed that we would go, and we're going for the whole program. So we're going to go to Farm Italy, and then afterwards, there's a concert at the Paramount with a Bee Gees tribute band.
oh, that's fun.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and that goes all the way to the countdown.
right,
So
yeah.
from 10. and then to midnight, and then it says 3, 2, 1, Happy New Year, and say, all
And then
right, good
everybody
night, everybody.
leaves.
When you hug everybody for Happy New Year's, it's like, listen, I'm not gonna hug you again. Good night. I'll see you
Yeah,
later.
that's the exit.
Yeah, we'll talk to you later. Thank you. It was a great night.
I was
So
talking about that with someone like for New Year. Who was I saying that for New Year's? I don't know who I was talking to about that. Just I don't know, it may have been yesterday. And I said, like when I was younger, I went to Madison Square Garden New
oof,
Year's Eve
oh,
for guess what? Howard Stern. I saw Howard Stern live with Robin.
oh, oh, wow. And
Yeah.
they bring out all his goons, like,
He had
Baba
all the
Booey
oh
and
yeah, like he had
John the
all the things.
Stutterer.
Yeah, like everything that he was doing back then. You gotta imagine how old was I? Maybe 25, 24, 25 years old when I went to the Howard Stern thing. What could I have been, you know?
Wow. I was a
And
big Howard Stern fan. Let me tell you, he got me through a number of years where I was commuting into Brooklyn. In the old days, I remember I used to work down in Williamsburg at that messenger company,
yeah,
and that was a rough commute even back then. Now there's 3 million more people using those roads than back in the early 90s, right?
yeah,
Or whenever it was in the 80s. Yeah, that was before I got married,
yeah,
right? So that
yeah,
was like 84, 85.
yeah.
Linda hooked me up with these guys that had a messenger company. I went to sell for them. I
I
remember they used to watch me. I said, I need a list of people, of companies. So locate the list. So as soon as I get there, they're giving me, at the time, they were giving me 600 a week and a car, right? And they gave me this old Rambler, but it was in great shape. I don't know if you remember the Rambler, that the blue Rambler with the white top.
I
It
don't
was
remember.
all original and it had like the reclining seats. It was like such a nice car, right? So anyway, I had the Rambler and I had 600, and so it took 2 weeks for them to get this list of companies in Manhattan,
Right,
Williamsburg, down by the docks. I was saying, let's focus here.
right.
Stuff where I could just jump out, either get on the train or jump out with the car. And they used to look at me when the list came in. They're like, all right, what are you doing? They used to come and stand over me. And I'm like, all right, I'm getting there. Just let me see what's going on. I'm planning what I
Right.
was doing. P.S. After about 3 months, they were getting really nervous. They thought, oh my God, what are we doing with this guy
Yeah,
costing us 2,500 a month? And he's not, in those days, that was a lot of money,
that was a lot of money, yeah.
right? And then I started to make appointments. What ended up happening
And
was I
I
brought in so much business,
they what did they have to triple their company?
they couldn't handle the business. They were having difficulty getting drivers,
Oh,
right?
but I remember stuffing envelopes for that company.
For Metro Courier, to
Yep,
do my mailers. Yeah,
yeah,
because
you
I
were
was
doing your
sending out mailers.
mailers, and you were like,
Uh,
we gotta get through these because you had to mail them out. There was no, emails and texting. You could get an
No, no,
email
no, no. We did mailers
and
and from
and
that list, and it was for a special rate for city deliveries, like same day deliveries and overnight deliveries. So whatever FedEx was charging, we were charging less. So we were like, listen, if you don't want to go through that big thing, like your blueprints, we would go to contractors and say, when you're sending out blueprints to get bids on
right,
jobs, if you want your subs to get right away, use us, because when you send them by FedEx, they're going to go to Nashville
right,
to their hub. They get them there the next day, and it's $3 more, let's
right,
say, per envelope, right? We'll do it even the same day if it's in our thing. Our overnight, we used to do things the same day because on the way down to pick stuff up, if the vendors were right there, we had a way where the driver would call in certain drivers. We would let them call it in
right.
and we would dispatch it, keep track, and then send out the bill. People love that, right?
Yeah, it was
So
good.
So we started getting business, and then we landed a couple of accounts because the big money was delivering like very sensitive phone equipment that couldn't just be sent by regular trucking. So these companies that made these, we had like two different phone companies that would do like the big boards and stuff. And let's say they would create them here in Westchester County, and then they had to be shipped to wherever they were going. So let's say we would ship to Ford Corporation in, in Michigan over there, in Detroit. We would get in the car, two guys, and put that equipment in that van and drive it without stopping to Michigan,
A direct
drop it
that's
off.
like a direct delivery.
Yeah, and they used to get big money to deliver. They used to get like to
Sure.
do a round trip back and forth from Michigan, two guys, they would get like $4,000
That's
plus
a lot.
gas.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they wanted to know that that was the only thing in the truck.
Right, it wasn't gonna affect it. Yeah,
It
back
was
then, it
all
was important.
controlled. They were very concerned about the static. So we had to set up the van that it was like anti-static and stuff like that, right? Because it was all componentry that I guess was sensitive to
It's
static,
not
different,
even yeah, I mean,
you know?
back
And
then,
they
that's
were
what it's
making
all
money for that, but we got those connections through these overnight. We met people when we were doing these overnights, and they would ask us, "Oh, can you do something like this?" Which is
right.
like a boutique thing. But then what ended up happening with that, I don't know why I went down this way, but what ended up happening,
All I was
the
talking about was I went to Howard Stern for New Year's
oh
Eve.
yeah, because I was thinking about when I used to travel to that job, how I used to listen to Howard Stern,
Yeah.
both ways. I would listen going down,
Yeah,
and
but
then
it
they would
wasn't
have a
something
replay
that
at
wasn't
night.
a job, like, where I don't think that was a job you wanted to stay at, like, that wasn't gonna be a career for you, it was just a
I
job.
didn't know I was so blacked out as a kid. I didn't know what the hell was going on. Yeah,
Yeah, it was just
I was just going where the good Lord led me. Linda said,
yeah,
"Hey, these guys are making money. They
go
live in
there.
Howard Beach. They
Right,
own a house. They're only a couple of years older than you. They
right.
already own a house. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
Meet these guys. Maybe Linda used to like introduce, from her group, but they were a little weird. The majority owner of that company was like an ex Hell's Angel. He was like a gun toting motorcycle guy. He was a little nuts. I got scared and
that's probably why you left, you were like, "Yeah, and I'm
I
not
left
gonna
because
get
I was
involved."
scared of the owner. If I did something wrong, this guy was going to kill me.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I
it's
mean?
like
I
you
figured,
don't
let
wanna
me leave before I do anything wrong.
right, you did something good, you moved on, there you
I
go.
got them there, their thing. They begged me to come back. They came back. Even when I left, they said, keep the car. You could have it.
Yeah,
So I ended up with the Rambler,
yeah,
you know, and they said, we'll double your pay. They realized afterwards I was making the phone ring,
right,
and I was meeting people and going out, going into the city, having lunch with these big construction companies. We got accounts with the Olympia and York, Lair McGovern at the time, the Trump organization we were doing, because they were doing a lot of building. We were
yeah,
doing blueprint runs. That's how we met. And then you meet people and they go, oh, we have a guy.
right.
That's how we met the guy from the
Word
shipping manager at
word of
some
mouth, just
construction
word of mouth.
company. Said, hey, I have a friend of mine. He works for a company. They're trying to figure out how to deliver these phones, these phone systems. In those days,
Yeah,
these
complete
panels, I mean, they were these huge, like
huge, yeah.
utility
It
closets,
was
but like
like a control center.
four of them, six of them, for one like the Ford thing. We had eight of them in the van. You know what I mean? Like, and then they came out with their guys in the hazmats. It was hilarious. And we were like trying to figure out how to go and come back without stopping at a hotel so we could pocket the
Pocket the
money
money.
from the
Jess,
hotel.
are you ready? Yeah,
All right, she's ready.
yeah, she's waiting around.
Oh, okay. So All right, this is just a test. I don't think, so I wanna see how the ease of download I wanna see if things work while I got these guys
But
on
as
the
long
hook.
as we have some content, it's still
Yeah, I
going
gotta
on.
see because you're just like, all I've seen is half of your head the whole time,
No, but
so
I'm
you
centered.
oh, you are? So, I remember that happened once, and then when
It
I
was fine.
downloaded it, it was like you were okay, you know?
So, yeah, so that's what was going on with me, just a lot of reflecting on the new year, what's going on, how I'm gonna handle things in the new year. We talked about Jack LaLanne, some pool swimming, but I
An
gotta get
old
this over
a job of mine from 40 years
to
ago.
go. Here you go. There you have it.
Wow. There you go, and 25 minutes down the tubes. Okay,
So,
so enjoy yourself. I'm
you
just
too. If I
I'm
don't talk
just
to you later, happy New Year.
yeah,
I'll send
same to you.
the text.
Claude, I love you very
I love you
much.
too. I'll talk to you later.